Hi y'all, I'm Tammy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my channel, Southern Angel Stamping. Today I will be making an alternative paper pumpkin card from the June kit, A Little Smile. Extra supplies used will be from past paper pumpkin kits or on my website at southernangels.stampinup.net. Keep watching to see what card I will be making. So this is what the paper pumpkin kit has in it and how it shows you what the cards are supposed to look like. These are little bitty cards. So I'm going to do some alternate cards for you. And if I have time, I may do some of the actual cards because I haven't done any of those yet. And they're supposed to be the size to put business card in, which I need to get some business cards actually. I was telling my husband, so we were talking about going and ordering me some because I have not done that yet. And but I'm going to show you one of the alternates that I've done. This is one that I've done here, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So it says for you, and then just a little smile. And I'll show you how I made this one. I've done about 4 so far. This one I'll show you how I did it. The supplies you need is right here. And before I get started, order any supplies until 28th. Here is my host code, remember that. And this is the supplies you're going to need. Now, you'll need from the stamp set of this kit here, you're going to need the little sand dollar, the little starfish, and the little stamp set, the little stamp that says you made my day special. Now, they have a thank you in there, which it says thank you, it means so much. Now, I actually had cut that because you can cut your polymer stamps very carefully and use them. And I cut that and used it on one of my other cards. This one here, I ended up using one of the other stamp sets from they gave me when I signed up as a demonstrator. And this kit is it was a February kit, which was a cute kit actually. Yes, it was the February kit. Little cute stamps in it. So I got the thank you out of it because I felt like it fit better on my little round circle. But you can try and use the thank you in that or any thank you stamp you would want to use. The pieces of paper I used, so I opened one of the envelopes very carefully. Yeah, 1.5 inch punch that out of one of the envelopes. Okay, The part of the envelope, let me show you. The part of the envelope that has this right here, I cut that out so that I could stamp the inside message on. You'll need that. You will need, for your embellishments, a palm tree with the little palms. Some people call it seaweed. So whichever one you want to call it, palm or seaweed. And then I stamped out, of course, the starfish and sand dollar in Sahara sand and Fleur de Flamingo. And when after I stamped them out, I used some Wink of Stella on them to make them glittery, and then just fussy cut them. Okay, did that. And then you'll need a piece of this little vellum piece here that they give you in the kit, and then about 25 inches of the twine that's in the kit. Just cut about 25 inches of that off. Okay. For your cardstock, your card base, you'll need a card base cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. This is just like a cream cardstock, then very vanilla or something like that. Then white cardstock is going to go over that, and you need it cut at 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. I'll get it out. Okay, and I think that is it. What we're going to do here, because see, this is going to go over this like that. All right, we're going to do 2 different techniques here. So let me get started with that. Let's move all of this out of the way. Now, this right here, we're going to use this stamp, and we're going to use the Sahara sand. And this is an old ink pad, so it doesn't stamp the best. It's very old because it's got the old ink pad, not the foam, the other kind. So it doesn't really stamp the best, but I am using it. Change my grid paper out here. So we've got a card base, and we're gonna just stamp. We don't have to worry too much about the middle, because as you see, it's going to be covered up anyway. Wonderful simple shimmy here. Just love this product. Okay, we can move that out of the way. That's done. Now for this, we're going to be doing some blending, and we're going to be needing different stamps now, or inks. So the only inks I have for this is, I want it to look, I didn't really have all the right inks because I don't have a whole lot of inks yet. You want it to look like a beach background, like the sand, the ocean, and the sky. So I did the best I could with what I had. So I just got Pacific Point, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, put a little green in it, and Daffodil Delight and Mango Melody to get some yellow in there. And I did use a little Sahara sand And then I have this little ink spot of Early Espresso, because I don't have a large one. So those were the colors of ink that I used to kind of blend. And the best blending tools, I guess, to have are those little finger daubers. They do have some. Stampin' Up! Has some, which I do not have. They are in the online catalog. And my website is www.southernangels.stampinup.net. You can go look at the online catalog. Oops, I'm too far. Any other time I'd go right to them. There you go. Here we go. Sponge daubers right here. Zoom in so y'all can see better. They've got sponge daubers, sponge brayers, and the stamping sponges. All right, here the sponge daubers are $5 for 5 daubers, a bag of 5. The stamping sponges, you get those are $4 for 3 of them, and you can cut those. And then the sponge brayers are $8, and you get 4 sponges and 2 handles. So if you're interested in trying out any of those, and then here's the numbers right there. So like I said, you can check those out. You'll see the catalog on my website, and I'll link all that down in the description box right down below. Let's get all our little pieces over here. And I'm going to go ahead and see how that's inside. Now this one's a little bit different. Same style, but I just changed the stamps a bit different. Alright. I'm going to use some snail. And this is in my online store, so you can find that in there. Love the snail. You can use the glue dots if you would like, that came in the kit here. But if you'd like to purchase some snail, this is great. They have refillable snail adhesive that you can get, so you can always refill it. It's wonderful. And as I said, I will link everything down below, so you can click on my link. Alrighty, so we've got that done. Now let's fasten this together. Okay, we're going to pop this up. Before we do that, let's get our twine. Now, I did about 25 inches to give us enough to make a little bow. So we tie it around twice. If you don't want to do that much, that's fine. That's what I did. love this stuff, but I find it so hard for me to work with for some reason. I've heard some other people say the same thing. I think some of us just have problems with our fingers because we're older or something. And that's probably why we find it so fidgety to use. So I'm not going to cut them yet. These are really long though. I might have to cut them, but we'll see. We're probably going to need a glue dot to hold that. So we can get one of these little mini glue dots. And then we'll use my quick pick tool. Stamp it up. And if you don't have one of these, I suggest getting one. It comes with this pulls out. You have this part here, you have that part there. You have this end here that's sticky, and you have a refillable too. So you just pull it out. It explains, but it's got like sticky stuff to help pick up little teeny tiny sequins and beads and all kinds of things. And there is a refillable, and it comes in a little box like this called Take Your Pick. Take Your Pick tool. So see, it comes with your extra one of these, and then it comes with this little tool. So it's a great little tool to have. Your instructions are in there. I highly suggest this tool, definitely. Don't get anything else. This and this simple chamois, two of the greatest tools. A great tool to have. Okay, back to this. Get one of these little glue dots. I tell you what, I couldn't work these glue dots until I got this tool right here. Okay. Now, I popped mine up on some little dimensions. Now there were some in the Shelly kit. I bought some, so I'm going to just use some of those. So if you have some from a previous kit, or if you want to buy some, you can get some in my store, or you can just, you know, if you don't have any right now, you can use the glue dots or tape runner, this glue, whatever you have. So I'm going to pop this up. So, you know what, instead of the minis, I think I'll use the larger ones. Yes, I'll use the larger ones. Put a few right there to help hold that down. I think this will be enough. I don't have to get that crazy with them. Okay, so I'm going to go up. You can go down, you can go up, however you want to go. Just like that. Now for your vellum piece, you can use some little glue dots or your fine liner glue, which Stampin' Up! Has fine liner glue as well. I used a little fine liner glue the last time. I think I'm going to do that again. I love my fine liner glue. Okay. So that's there about like that. We'll use it again. Put some dots. I probably should have put everything on my card front before putting it down on the base, but that's okay. Okay, I just realized this fern's going the opposite way, but that it doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and use this one. It'll be a little different. Okay, and then for this, we're going to pop it up on some of these little tiny dimensions dots. Dimensionals. I'll get it. And before we do that, I'm going to have these on here. I want to make sure I get them glued on. So we'll have it, this is a little bit lower than last time. So I want to make sure I have them on here to where I can see the thank you. So I think about right there should do it. I'll probably I can go ahead and use some glue, I guess. Some glue right there. And then this is going to be about right there. You almost stuck down. Okay, so that's going to go right about here. We'll pop it up. Just like that. I'm going to use a few more. That one should have been moved. There we go. Make sure we get it straight. Probably didn't need this many. And it's gonna go right about here. There we go. There's a really cute card now. Let's see. Do we want to cut these tails? I think they're kind of fine. Y'all can let me know in the comments below if you think they're too long, but I kind of like them. They're kind of cute, all curled up and swishy like that. So there's that card in that style. I just changed it up just a little bit. Okay. So y'all remember to please give me a thumbs up, please share, and please subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. If you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing, appreciate it. And remember, if you go and order before the 28th, here is my host code. Thank y'all for watching, and come back to see me for more cards, more videos. Thanks again. See you real soon. Have a great day.